this is Tampa Tech, and learn something new from PC, TVs, and gaming too. Let's get it started.
Alright, and this menu will come up. What language do you speak? English, USA, Eastern Standard Time for us. Set to auto. Home use. And we're using a set-top box. Hit right. And then select. Alright, TV input skip. You can do that on, so whatever input you're not using, you'll skip over that to save you time. Test connection. So let's go ahead and test it. Yes. Do a built-in Wi-Fi. So the WPS is the security button on your router it's talking about. So you press that button and it should set up the router to the TV. But we're going to do wired connection is actually the fastest connection for streaming HD video. We're just going to do wireless. Click on wireless. And now it's changing. Hit next. And it's going to start going through that, searching. Alright, so now let's go ahead and we're going to retry. Failed that time. Let's do a wired connection. And we're using that power line adapter, which is that black device right there plugged into the wall. Belkin and Netgear power line adapter. Belkin makes one, Netgear makes one as well. And you just plug it in right back there, and that connects to the black unit right there in the wall. And the signal goes to your power lines throughout your house, and then which is connected to your router in the other room.
So it's not really going through the
It's not wireless, no. It's using your electrical lines in your house to send a signal to the other side of the house. And hit yes. It's a wired connection. Yep, you're good. That was fast. Wired connection is always faster than wireless in like 99% of the cases. Alright, now your setup is complete, and then you just hit the OK button. Enter. What a beautiful picture. You said we don't get snow in Florida. It's the only snow we get in Florida, right? We're going to turn on everything now. The PlayStation 3. Cable box is powered on. If you're not getting a signal on PlayStation 3, you have to do the Hdmi Reset. There's a video tutorial how to do that on my channel. Alright, so let's go ahead and change the input here. And hit the input button. HDMI 2 is being used, I believe, and that should be alright. So it says 720p right here, so we're gonna have to change some of the settings on the cable box. So we got the cable box right here, the cable box remote. Hit cable, and let's go ahead and check the settings. Hit the settings button. Pull up this and hit up devices. And let's go down, down, down. Audio decoding, HDMI, audio output. See, 3D mode. Let's enable that. This is a 3D TV. They don't tell you. They don't tell you anything.
Never even saw that.
There was an update, and then when you had the update in the middle of the night, most people didn't realize I had the update for the 3D. Alright, and then go to cable output. See, it's set to 720p. Let's just make it 1080i. Alright. And hit. My cable guy says if you leave it on that 1080i only resolution, it makes the channel surf better on the cable box, and just overall experience works better. So I took his word for it, and sure enough, everything looks better and works better that way. Hit the C button to save it. And then on the normal definition channels, Let's put it to stretch so you don't see the black bars on the sides. But you can always change, when you hit the power button, it changes the aspect ratio. So you can shrink it or open it anytime you want by hitting that button. Hit C to return. And aspect ratio 16:9. That's what this TV is. So if you're a widescreen TV, choose 16:9. Power on channel. What you want your power on channel to be the home guard?
HGTV. She watches that crap.
Okay. So we'll do that. No problem. And exit out of that.
One thing she does, I need for you to put on is the.
Now it's programmed to the cable remote. After I set it up, right here, you just hold down the setup button. Hit the device button first. Hold down the setup button until the TV light blinks right here, and then hit 991, and then power. If it turns off, just hit the setup button to save it. If it doesn't, just hit channel up and slowly until the TV turns off, and then setup button to save it, and that'll blink. Just store it. Here's a little description in the back. It tells you. So now there's an update. It's asking to update the menu, so let's go ahead and click on yes. And let's go ahead and update that. Estimate time 5 minutes. Alright, I'll fast forward that. There it goes. Alright, we're at 25%, 30%. Because it's hardwired, it's going a little bit quicker than normal. 40%, and this is what time it is, just to show you real time. We're at 50%. There you go. That's successful. It took a couple minutes. So I hit OK. So now it's fully updated. Now let's go ahead and do the PlayStation 3 now. So you hit the input button right here. Hit the input button. And let's go to HDMI 3. And it's set to 480p. So if you don't get this screen, it's still black picture. What you have to do is do a hard reset on the HDMI settings. Just while the PlayStation 3 is off, hold down the power button for about till you hear a beep, 2 beeps. And that's how you reset that. I got a video showing you how to do that on my channel. Reset the HDMI on the PlayStation 3, it's called. Do you want, let's go ahead, what am I doing? I'm gonna grab the PlayStation 3 controller. So let's go ahead and turn that on. And let's go ahead, yes. And it should change it from 40 to 1080, yep. Yes. You got an 80-inch TV. Alright, so now the PlayStation 3 settings are adjusted. So now what we're going to do is label some of the inputs. So you hit the menu button right here. Might have to point to the bottom left. Alright, now you notice there's a sensor that comes up, and that's the OPC. It detects the ambient light. Sometimes that's annoying every time that comes up. So let's have that on, but turn off from showing all the time. So it's on, but it's not displayed on the screen.